What is up, everyone? Little Pony here, back with some more Magic the Gathering, and it's time for another pack opening video. So, Secrets of Strixhaven is just released, so I did the usual pre-order thing, got my 50 packs, so yeah, let's get cracking. So, I'm gonna start off with the golden packs. So, what do we got? Okay. Oh, right, that's the one I got from pre-ordering. Okay, Morningtide's Light. Okay, exile any number of target creatures. Next end step, return those. Oh, okay. Until next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. That's pretty good. Okay. Cheaper for each instant sorcery. Reach. One of the attacks, you can basically cast something, and this is your sorcery from the graveyard without paying its mana cost, and it goes to exile. Cool.
Watch out! I'm on the hunt.
Okay. 2+1/+1 counters on each creature. That's decent. That's Paradigm. Exile as it resolves. After you first resolve a spell with this name, you may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each. Oh. Oh. After you first resolve a spell with this name, you may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its. Does that mean that once you play this, you can play it each turn? If so, that is busted. Wow. Okay, math. No. Just no. Not doing math. Okay, Exhibition Tidecaller. Okay, cast instant sorcery. Opponent mills. If you pay more, they mill more. Okay, that's good. Modern Minstrel. Force of Cutter. Comforting Council. Whenever you gain life, put a growth counter. As long as there's 5 or more, your creatures get +3/+3. That's decent. It's not a Road Watcher. Cast it, mill 4. When they do, return something mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Meh. Okay, Mockingbird. Okay, it enters as a copy of the thing. That's cool. Stirring Hope Singer. Okay, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, that's interesting. Harmonized Trio. Okay, tap 2 on tap creatures you control, being prepared, then you can cast Brainstorm. That's. I like prepare as a concept. Like, being able to, basically prep a creature to cast a spell. I like that idea. Okay, that. Okay, Hexen Squelcher. Can't be countered. Board pay 2 life. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have board pay 2 life. Oh, okay, that is a decent bit of protection for red, actually. Huh, that's impressive. I like it. I like that. Okay, Dreamroot Cascade. Always nice to see new lands. I mean, I assume it's a new land and not just a new art style for a land I already have. But yeah. Hey, Kinscour Sentry. 1 attacks. Creature card from benefit of X or lesser handed into the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. So you attack more, the higher power thing you get, the stronger thing you can bring out. Okay, that has potential with a token deck. Okay, we've got that again. Lion Turtle, that's from Avatar. Traumatic Critique. Exile to any target, draw 2 cards and discard. Okay. Informed Inkbright. It's a sorcery that targets a creature. Create a 1/1 black, white, and black inkling creature token flying. Okay. Aether Drift land. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna open up the mythic packs. Okay, Emeritus of Truce. Okay, when it enters, target player creates a Inkling token. Then if your opponent controls more creatures than you, this creature becomes prepared. So it only becomes prepared once, and only if the criteria is met, which is probably good because it's prepared spells towards the plowshare, so that is pretty powerful. Okay, Withering Curse, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. But if you have game left this turn, destroy all creatures instead. So theoretically cheap, destroy everything. Okay, that's decent. Echo-casting Symposium. Okay, target player creates a token that's a copy of target creature you control. And has Paradigm. That's okay, I like that. That definitely goes into any blue deck. Ooh, nice art style. Yeah, Flusterstorm. Yeah, counter-target instant or sorcery spawn unless the controller pays 1, and it has Storm. Restoration Seminar. Return to target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to your battlefield. Also has Paradigm. Oh. Okay, that... I'm liking this. And Decorum Dissertation. Ooh. And another Paradigm. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Wonderful. Here's a moment of experiment. Okay, top 5 cards. Reveal 2 creatures' lands. Rest on bottom library. Lands go to the battlefield. Creatures go to the hand. Okay, that's a thing. Ooh, another Mystic Archive thing, I think. Knockout Maneuver. 1/1 on target creature control. Deals damage to a target creature and opponent controls. Okay, nice. Okay, Transcendent Archaic. Draw X cards. X is the number of colors spent to cast. If you draw 1 or more cards, discard 2. So, Okay, so now Unfinished Genius enters prepared. And tap to create a treasure token, but only if you cast an instant or sorcery, and it's prepared as Wild Idea. Okay, search your library for an instant or sorcery. Put it in hand, that's cool. Disdainful Stroke. Counter target spell mana value 4 or greater, pretty good. Love the art style. Okay. Guy that can return from graveyard to hand. Meh. Okay, this is good for preparation. Like, pay 3, tap this, creature becomes prepared. Okay, another art style, Stargaze, nice. Okay, look at twice X from the top of your library, put X cards from among them into your hand, rest in the graveyard, you lose X life. I guess. I mean, sure. Okay, Blazing Fire Singer, enters prepared, Season Song for prepared, so just pay 3, get 6. Okay. Scathing Shadelock. Okay. Beginning the first main phase, becomes prepared, Venomous Words. Just buff up a creature, give a death touch until end of turn. Cool. Okay, Feed the Swarm, another Mystic Archive, I believe. Destroy target creature enchantment, lose life equal to mana value. Okay, enters, each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life, reach increment. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm not doing everything, just looking for stuff that looks interesting. Okay, whenever this attacks, you gain 2 life. Okay, Shopkeeper's Bane. Sorry, a little cloggy. Just woke up. Okay, Adventurous Eater. Enter prepared, have a bite. Okay, +1/+1 counter on a creature, gain 1 life. That's not bad. Ooh, studious first year. It's a bear wizard. That's adorable. But yeah, his prepared spells rapid growth. So just like search library for land, put it on battlefield, shuffle. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, embrace the paradox. Draw 3 cards. Put a land from it from your hand onto the battlefield. That's good. Okay, first 10 facts of Secrets of Strixhaven. Ooh, only 1 mythic. Oh, that's unlucky. And it's mathematics. Okay. Okay, Messiah Vane's new Dean. When enters, press token. When it attacks, gain 1 life. Beginning of end step, if you gain life, return up to 1 target creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Okay. So, gain life, return creature. Pretty good. Okay, additional cost, pay X life. Return each artifact or creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, if you run a something with a, if you run a deck with a consistent mana value among all the cards you have, this could be really good. A Tragedy Feaster. Okay. Oh, that's just bad. Oh yeah, it's a low mana value, high attack cost, but with like a detrimental effect. Mind in the batter, draw X, permanent card mana value X or less from your hand to the battlefield tapped. Okay, not bad. Enters, draw card. Each player loses 1 life. When it casts an instant sorcery spell, it targets a creature. Exile up to 1 target creature. Return that card. Okay, so you bounce a thing into the next end step when you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Okay, pretty good. Ooh, okay. Lands you control have tap, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend only to cast instant or sorcery spells, but still it's red-blue. That goes wonderful in that color. Then tap, draw a card, activate only if you have 7 or more cards in your hand. That's a really good card. Okay. Meh. Photograph Sparks. Create a token or copy an instant or sorcery. Sure. Define the Tempests. Ooh, banned card. And by banned, I don't mean like you can't play. I mean, there's a. I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah, that's a band in there. Okay, once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I like that. Okay. When it casts a spell, when you control a creature, copy it. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. All right. Cool. Exile, create tokens, mass, spell pierce. Cool. Bulk up. Ah, double target creature's power until end of turn. That's cool. Okay, Micah, Reader of Ruins, ward pay 3 life, and you cast an instant or sorcery spell, sacrifice an artifact. If you do, copy that spell. You may choose some targets for the copy. That's useful, actually. If you have a way to constantly churn out artifact tokens. Okay. When it enters, bounce a thing. End step, if you exile a thing, put a counter on it, feed the swarm. Oh, we got that already. Killing's confidence. Okay. Oh yeah. So, it's sorcery. So, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Draw a card. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you can pay white or black. If you do, return this card from the graveyard to your hand. So, recurring card draw for white-black, that's not bad, but you have to deal combat damage. That's the thing here. Okay, Helping Hand. Okay, creature card mana value 3 lives from the graveyard to the battlefield. Cool. Lewin's Exchange Student, enter prepared, exile card or creature card from graveyard, become prepared. And it has Pest Friend. So create a pest token when it attacks, gain 1 life. So. Okay, Snarl Song. Okay, 2000 green blue fact. Creature tokens, X1/1 counters on them for and gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast a spell. Okay, so definitely a multicolor card, probably. Okay, Sleight of Hand. Sure, that's cool. Bitter Triumph. Okay, discard pay 3, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. If 5 or more mana was cast, spent to cast, deals 3 damage instead. Okay, that... Red Blue is eating well this set. Okay, this guy entered prepared. +1/+0, double strike, meh. Okay, put a counter, double counters, sure. Duty Beyond Death. Sack creature. Creatures you have. Your creatures gain indestructible, put a +1/+1 counter on them. Okay, sure. Burst Lightning. Classic spell. Okay, ML, Vastlands Realmer, creatures you control have with +1/+1 counters on them, have trample. Okay, create token, X counters. X is the number of differently named lands you control. So if you play a bunch of different lands, this could put out a pretty good beast, actually. Okay. That has potential. Okay, Biblioplex Tomekeeper. Meh. Okay. Seize the spoils. Cool. Elite Interceptor. And just prepared. Rejoinder. Tap or untap a creature, draw a card. Meh. And this is just the first 10 packs. Wow. Okay. Okay, got a new artwork for Terramorphic Expanse. Cool. Quick study. Draw 2 cards. Always nice to see. Ooh, Elemental Mascot. Okay, instant or sorcery. Gains +1/+0. If 5 or more. Exile type card of library. Play that card until end of next turn. Like I said before, I don't really like those kind of effects, because like if you don't have it or whatever, then, or like if you don't have the mana, then you've basically just exiled a potential card you could play later. Oh yeah, this card. It's discard another card of the same name, reveal cards. Instant or sorcery. Completely useless in Commander. I mean, it's it's a creature mana rock. Never mind. Eh. Okay. Okay, next 10 packs. Okay, Mythic Wild. Okay, he's a Major Tower Captain. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, tap creatures to control. If you do, copy that spell. Maybe. I mean, okay, it's red-white, so there is the token potential there, so maybe. Ooh, Brain Freeze. Cool artwork. Yeah, cool. I didn't mean to do that, but there it is. Oh, Pensive Professor. I heard about this guy, where it's like, if you combo with a thing that lets you draw cards whenever you, or lets you place +1/+1 counters whenever you draw a card, then you can basically go infinite with this one. Okay, Hardened Academic. Okay, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each pest, bat, insect, snake, or spider you control. That's good. Okay, typical choose one card. Okay, environmental scientist. When it enters, search a library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Okay, might not put it onto the battlefield, but if you're hurting for land drops, you could do worse. Oh, target creature gets +1, +0 on +0, +10 until end of turn. Then it fights up to one target creature an opponent controls. Okay. Good if you need a blocker, I suppose. Oh wait, it's a sorcery, so you can't. Ooh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, if someone's attacking you with something pretty strong, use this, then block, but no, sorcery, so it has to be on your turn. Unless you have a thing that gives all your stuff flash. In which case, go crazy. Okay. Ooh, another bonus sheet card. Nice. Okay, tap out of Discovery, enters mill card, play that card this turn. Okay, red, spend for sorcery and or instant. Okay, that's a decent mana rock for red-blue. Since you're getting 2 mana out of it. Okay, Zombify, another good card. Return the favor. Okay, copy target instant sorcery spell. And you can change the target of a spell. That's cool. Okay, Zealous Lorecaster. When it enters, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If you have a way to blink stuff constantly, that is wonderful. Okay, Cheerful Osteomancer. It's prepared. It has Raised Dead as its prepared spell. Nice. Okay, Archaeomancer. Enters. Oh, it's like the same as the other guy. Okay, that's good. That's very good, actually. Also love the artwork. Okay, that's it for set 2. Next 10 packs. Mathematics again. Emeritus of Ideation. Okay, Flying Ward 2. Enter prepared. Whenever this creature attacks, you may exile 8 cards from your graveyard. If you do, this creature becomes prepared. But it does have Ancestral Recall. So yeah, definitely using that land to prepare this guy instead, because, wow, that cost. Just no. I am not a fan of exiling my own stuff. Ooh, Trend from the Hordes. Okay. Oh, gives them Infect. That's interesting. Okay. Pox Plague. Each player loses half their life, then discards half their cards in their hand, and sacrifices half the permanents they control. Round down each time. Okay, that's... Wow. Okay. Yeah, like +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Target creature gains your choice. Okay, so counters on everything, and then a separate creature gains double strike or lifelink. Okay, I understand now. Okay, planar engineering, sacrifice 2 lands. Search life for 4 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield. So sack 2, gain 4. Ooh, Slider Technique for 5 mana, draw 4 cards. That's not horrible value, actually. Ooh, a Braid. Nice artwork as usual. Okay, yeah. Get plus X until end of turn, where X is the amount of mana spent. Okay, Muse Seeker. Cast instant or sorcery, draw a card, discard a card unless 5. Okay, I see then. It wasn't that easy. Like, you had to spend a lot of mana in order to not have to discard. Okay. I mean, unless you want to discard, in which case, go ahead. There are decks that do want to do that. Okay. Rapturous Moment, 6 mana, draw 3 cards, discard 2, add blue, blue, red, red, red. I mean, almost a whole discount for that, so I mean, really you're going net neutral on this one. You're discarding 2 plus playing this, and then drawing 3 for 1 mana, so, I mean, if you have to cycle through your hand, or if you want to trigger effects that trigger something that triggers on discard, then you could do worse. Okay, when this enchantment enters, return target non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of your end step, if a card left your graveyard this turn, draw a card. So, just return something from the graveyard to the battlefield, and if something leaves the graveyard, draw a card. That's not bad, actually. Pretty good. Okay, Royal Treatment. Okay, love the artwork as usual. Anything new? Beginning of combat, exile a target card from a graveyard. That's, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's passive exiling, so if you're into that kind of thing. No. Tap for blue. For instant sorcery, meh. I have better at this point. Though it is a wizard, so maybe. Okay, Landscape Painter enters prepared. Grab an idea, draw 2 cards. Okay, not bad. Okay, Strife Scholar. Enter prepared. It has Ward though. Awaken the Ages for 6 mana. Create 2 red with white spirit creature tokens. Eh. Honestly, like, we really hit it out of the park with the first several packs. This is gonna have been downhill since then. Ooh, Armageddon. So, draw X cards, X damage to target, gain X life, for X is the number of mana, colors of mana. So, multicolor deck, Pyretic Ritual. Again, wonderful artwork. Big creature that enters on it, that enters some counters on it unless you pay a lot of mana. Multicolored card. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're playing multicolors, you could do worse. Like, it actively benefits you to use multiple colors to cast stuff, so... I mean, at worst, it's +1/+1 on anything you cast. So... And it's fairly cheap, so that's not horrible. Okay, Mana Sculpt, counter target, control wizard, add amount of colorless equals the amount of mana spent to cast that spell at the beginning of your... Wait. Isn't this just that other spell except you have to control a wizard? Because if so... Oh yeah, you're right, like, what it was, like, Mana Drain? Like, oof. Ooh, Shamanic Revelation. Oh, draw a card for each creature you control. And gain 4 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And if you have buffs on it, then oh shit, that's a lot. Okay, that. Loving that. Moment of Reckoning. Okay. Okay, cast instant sorcery, spell that targets a creature. This creature can't be blocked. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Eh, that's not that great, really. Okay, Diary of Dreams, instant sorcery spell. Oh, put a page counter for 5 and tap, draw a card, costs 1 less to activate for each page counter. So, yeah, red blue can really get basically knock this down to free. Okay, deals damage to target creature equals to the amount of mana cast. Amount of mana spent to cast a spell on tap all creatures you control. I mean, for 2 mana, that's just untap all your creatures. That's good value there. I mean, like, you don't even need to actually deal damage. Just pay 2, untap everything. Just wonderful. Okay, hop to it. Well, that's cute artwork. I love that. Okay. Keyroll history buff. When one or more cards leave your graveyard, it becomes prepared. Pack a punch. Okay, milk card. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains trample until end of turn. Eh. They can't all be winners. Okay, take a player discards 2 cards. Put up to 1 land card discarded this way onto the battlefield tapped under your control. So they just have to not discard a land. Okay. I mean, if it was discard at random, that would be another thing. Okay. Okay, Spellbook Seeker. Interest Prepared. Careful Study. For 1 mana, draw 2, discard 2. So basically just cycling your hand, essentially. Could be worse. Okay, Goblin Glass Right. For 1 mana, create a treasure token. So you're just basically storing up mana for later. Sure, I guess. I mean, could work. Okay, Melancholic Poet. Cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Okay, last 8 packs. Let's see if we get anything good. Okay, another land card. Probably just an alternate art for what I already have. Okay, need a form Consolator. Yeah, Consolator. Okay, whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control for 2, sacrifice another creature, exile target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard. You may cast it this turn, and mana of any type may be spent to cast that spell. If that spell would put into a graveyard, exile it instead, activate only as a sorcery. So, if your opponent doesn't really play instant or sorcery spells, this card is absolutely worthless. Okay, gold card. Okay, another prepared guy. Enters prepared, has Death Touch, Bind to Life, 5 mana, mill 7, then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. I suppose. Okay, another Mystic Archives, Deuce, draw a card, investigate. Ooh, Abstract Paint Mage, this is a good one. At the beginning of your first main phase, add blue-red. Spend mana only to cast instant or sorcery spells. Okay, Requisition Raid, another Mystic Archive. Oh wait, that's not a new one. Never mind. Okay. Pigment Wrangler, enter prepared. For 1 mana, next time you cast it into a sorcery spell, copy it. Okay, that's just good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay, this guy. Orisa Ted Choreographer costs 3 less to cast if you. This spell costs 3 less to cast if creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater when it enters. Draw 2 cards. I mean, worst case scenario, you're paying 2 to draw 2, so I mean, best case scenario, you're drawing 2 to draw 2. That's not horrible. Ooh, Arnin, Deathbloom Botanist. Whenever you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay, more life drain for black. Nah. Just like +1/+1 counters for instant or sorcery spells, blah. So yeah, that was the Secrets of Strixhaven pack opening. Despite doing the 10 packs at a time thing, it still took quite a while. But yeah, pretty good cards. I swear I will start playing again eventually, but I kind of have my hands full with Pokemon at the moment. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you all next video. Whether probably Pokemon, but I could do like another pack opening video thing. Like I have a few things I could do for that, like for real life cards and everything. Or just like a video where I go over my acquisitions from the bargain bin. That's a thing. But yeah, I will see you all next time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Later.